Okay. Alright, how we doing? Is this okay if I set the gain here? Alright. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Gonna do this, and I'll do this. So, sorry, yet another awkward stream layout here. And we'll probably have 2 instances of the chat at any given time. This is just, with the trickery going on behind the scenes, this is just so I can actually see the chat while I'm doing the stream. So that's about all, but how are things going? It has been an interesting week. For me, at least. It's been a lot going on lately. And yes, watching a lot of things. Watching many different things. Trying to kind of get caught up on contemporary animated stuff. Trying to see the things that people have mentioned offhand, or I've seen trailers for all this different stuff, and I just wanted to check it all out. Still not done, of course. I still got a long way to go. But at least for the time being, yeah, I don't know. I feel okay about getting a decent number of videos out this week. It is definitely confirmed for me that I don't really, I don't know, I don't get very much creatively out of just talking about animated shows and movies. If I wanted to do something much more in-depth about a specific property, then I'm sure I could really put a lot into the editing and try to write this big long script. But at least so far, that has never felt quite right for the kind of reviews that I've been doing, especially recently. It's just something where I want to get out my thoughts, and that's enough. I don't think that my opinions or impressions on a movie or an animated series or something are weighty and important enough that I would, need to justify them with some massive video. So I haven't been doing that. I've just been kind of cranking them out. My one regret is that a lot of the videos that I've released this week just haven't had crazy editing. I'll just have some kind of thing in the background. I've also been really trying to not get copyright claims on stuff. And again, it's not like I get copyright blocks very often at all. I've only gotten 1 or 2, or I've gotten them on 1 or 2 videos rather. But even so, I would prefer not to get copyright claims on videos, because if I do end up, well, who knows if this day would ever come, but if I do end up running ads on the videos, I don't want these companies to get any money from them, especially if I'm being really critical of a company and how they operate. I don't want them to be getting a handful of pennies from my videos. But who knows, maybe I wouldn't run ads after the 1,000 subscriber mark. Maybe I just wouldn't. I don't think it would really be worth it even, especially as a very frequent YouTube viewer myself. Watch tons of YouTube all day long, and for certain channels, my gosh, the number of ads they run, and the number of mid-rolls and unskippable ads, or ads that come up as soon as the video has finished, I hate it. I really hate it. It can get pretty darn annoying, and I don't want to call people out right now or anything, whatever. It's their living in a lot of cases, these YouTubers, but it can get pretty frustrating. And I don't know how much is paying out on the other end. I also don't know if I don't think they're aware of which companies are advertising on their videos, and maybe they should be. Maybe they should take a closer look. Look at this. I'm not even subscribed to Adult Swim. They're verified. How do I get verified? probably need to have more subscribers to begin with, but I'll subscribe to Adult Swim. Why not? Why not clutter my page, my home page, with tons of videos from Adult Swim about Rick and Morty, mostly. Why not, right? Okay, anyway. Today's stream is presumably about Centaurworld Season 2. And there's a lot to say about Centaurworld Season 2. Sorry, had to get something sorted out here. Yeah, so I didn't end up doing a full review of Centaurworld Season 2. As I said in that video, I felt that the other topic would be more interesting. I had more to say about it at the time. And yeah, so I didn't do a full review, but I did finish Season 2. And I mean, I don't know how many views that my original review of Season 1 of Centaurworld, I don't know how many views that is at right now. I guess I could check, but I don't really care. I think it was getting decent numbers. It was close to 1,000 or something, which for my channel is like a big deal. But honestly, I was pretty darn negative in my review of Season 1 of Centaurworld. With qualifications, like I definitely still said a lot of positive things about it. I said a lot of positive things about the team behind the show, or at least what, the vibe I was getting from the team, and the work that they made. Songs were great in Season 1 of Centaurworld, but regardless, my review of Season 1 was mostly negative. And then, I don't know, I'm not going to say that I regret that review, because I stand by, it wasn't even that long ago, was it? I feel like it was just a few months ago. I think it was. And I still agree with the things that I said in that video. But certainly after watching Season 2 of the show, as I already mentioned, yeah, I'm still not crazy about it. It's still not my type of thing. It's very much for people very into musical theaters, people very into like internet humor. It's for a lot of people, and I'm sure that there are younger people into the show too. I could definitely see this being a pretty big thing for people who are like, I don't know, early teens, well into teens, all that kind of stuff, even high school, if you have a certain type of interest. And yeah, I do respect the fact that the show got made at all, that they seem committed to it. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It certainly did seem to have a solid conclusion in Season 2. I don't know if there have been any like outright confirmations of whether or not they're planning to do more with the show. If there was supposed to be some kind of confirmation of that in the show itself, I did not pick up on it. So I apologize if I'm just like missing something very obvious there. But regardless of whether or not the show gets continued, I don't know. I could absolutely see it continuing on. I still think that the gap, or the the relatively short gap between Season 1 and Season 2 of the show would kind of imply it's still a mystery, basically. And I've been trying to speculate about it just on my own, and I just can't get my head around it for some reason. I just it would almost seem to imply that they had already knew how the whole thing was going to end, and they had already put that into production. Is that what it is? Or was it clear that it was going to be successful from the start, so it was already greenlit for like 2 seasons? But then why the timing for the release of the second season? If anyone else has like I don't know, theories or ideas about why the production has been the way it is with Centaurworld, please let me know. I have absolutely no idea. If someone has inside information, I think Megan Nicole Dong, in fact, did a Q&A, which I found out via the subreddit here recently, and I haven't gone through that. I kind of doubt she would get into details about production, but still, that's maybe one of our best our best options for getting more info on that front. And something else that I've noticed now. Bear with me here. This is pure speculation. I've never had a good idea of like how to kind of gauge the size of an active fandom, any given active fandom online. I thought, well, maybe if I go to like the wiki for each property, there's like I don't know, some kind of membership thing, or just like here's an active posters, right? Maybe that would give me an idea. I haven't seen anything like that. Subreddits, sure, but also some shows and movies, they don't lend themselves well to subreddits, I don't think, especially if they skew, if the audience skews a bit younger. I don't think the first instinct would be for kids to run to a subreddit and start posting there. So like this, for example, here's the Centaurworld subreddit. This is the one I found anyway. And created September 2019. But the first season was released, what, earlier this year or late last year? I don't even remember the timing. 5.4 thousand members, so not that big. Really not that big. A decent number online, right? Well, I haven't refreshed this in a bit. Let's refresh. Hopefully we don't get anything not safe for work here. But regardless, this is pretty wholesome stuff that I'm seeing here. Look, we got someone made a rug. This is pretty cool. Look at that. It's a Wamawink rug. That's very well done. I wouldn't use it as a rug because I would worry about it getting dirty. You know, the pinks and the whites and everything here. But still, that's really cool. And then we have a bunch of like, you know, OC fan art stuff. Here's someone who is, instead of doing math, is doing some sketches of the characters. That's cool. That's great. Probably someone a little bit younger. That's just an assumption. And, of course, Glendale's very popular, apparently. And then spoiler stuff gets blurred out, so that's why we're seeing that every once in a while. More Wamawink stuff. Oh, yes, they even have the, like, sort of wireframe stuff. They're sketching stuff here. Someone was really trying. I love it. More Glendale fan art. Yep. Zulius. Sure. More Glendale. Yeah, okay. So one thing this is good for then is, specifically a subreddit, is, you get an idea of which characters people tend to gravitate towards, and you also get the discussions. For example, what is this all about? According to Ryder, right after Horse fell off the cliff and was sent to Centaurworld, she was captured by the Minotaurs. We later learn in the Rift that when she escaped, she chased Abby into the Rift, where she found Horse in Season 2. Ched mentions eating Horse's mane for over a year. Season 2 seems to take place over us. Mane eating likely happened during the journey to the Rift, and so, oh boy. So I don't know, that's about like a potential plot hole or something. So my point is, obviously in the video I just published on Centaurworld, yesterday? This morning? I don't remember. Time means nothing anymore. The whole thing was, there's that weird episode in season 2 of Centaurworld. It's the second episode. I already forget the name again, but it's Lurd, Herd, Turd, all the turd. Something like that. Okay. But yeah, it seemed to be pretty slightly abrasive in its representation of specifically the Centaurworld fandom. And I still honestly don't know whether or not the team was trying to refer to specific incidents within the fandom. Obviously, this subreddit alone is not entirely representative of the fandom. Maybe there's some negative stuff happening elsewhere. Also, this is something that made me really sad. In the edit for that video, I just completely forgot to include a screen cap of this beautiful petition. That's on me. I should have been more careful when I was editing. But But here it is. This is the one, because in the show they reference like, oh, there's a fan who wants to, who's getting people to sign a petition to change the ending of the first season, quote unquote, of the show. It's a meta joke, and I wanted to know if it was referring to something specific. This is the only Centaurworld petition I have found, and it's called Change Season 2 of Centaurworld to match the character personality, which is completely meaningless. And I have a hunch. I have a hunch that this might be fake. It seems very funny to me. 5 people have signed, presumably in addition to the creator of the petition. Lorena, sorry, and I'm not trying to put anyone on blast, whatever. And I guess they're just sending this petition to the creator of the show. Let's have a read through. This is where I read you the internet for a little bit. Okay. After an amazing and breathtaking Season 1 of Centaurworld, sure, okay, Season 2 comes with disappointment. It seems that's the wrong seems. It seems like the producers forgot. The producers? Oh boy. Okay, I'm just going to read this. It seems like the producers forgot what the characters represented. Comfortable Doug was not so chatty and all over the place. When Wamawink shoot little version of herself, in the Season 2 they attacked the book. But we know from Season 1 that they don't know about the purpose of their existence, so they wouldn't know what to do. All Season 2 is a big musical, but this was not the point of the show. Johnny Teatime in first episode... was he in the first episode? Had similar magic to the Nowhere King, and the characters in the Cat Valley were singing the Nowhere King song, and no relation to this in Season 2. The episodes seem like fillers that don't give us a lot of information of the development of the characters. And the inclusion of the fans in the introduction of the existence of the show seems out of place. I do agree with that, although it's an interesting discussion that it brings up. We don't want presence of the real world in the universe created by Centaurworld. Okay, fair enough. And Wamawink is not hated. She is like a mother figure in the group, guiding them and caring about them. And now she is an indifferent character. That is silly and encourages jealousy. We wanted backstories that include the war to understand how it brought them all together. There is more to add to all this, but the conclusion is that we are disappointed by the development of the Season 2. It seems rushed and with no relation with the Season 1. Just remember what it started like and make and continues series of events. The Season 2 seems written by someone that didn't watch Season 1. Okay, so again... maybe it's fake, maybe it's a joke, or maybe it's someone kind of young, or someone who's not that good with spelling, who feels very passionately about this. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but this is one of the most interesting windows into, a small portion of the fandom, potentially, that's derisive, that has issues with the direction of the show. That's something that comes up as soon as you try to do something even slightly different with a show. Obviously, you transition from Season 1 to Season 2. There are a lot of things happening in Season 2, obviously. And as I said, there were a couple points that I agree with. Yeah, the inclusion of real-world references and stuff does feel very out of place. And even later on, when they include those fan characters and influencer characters, it still feels like... They don't really, even in a world where everything is random, it doesn't quite mesh. But regardless, I disagree with a lot of the other stuff. And yeah, it was probably a joke that, that Wamawink's the worst one. It was probably just a joke because, she's obviously a character who would take that very personally. Whatever, that's A-okay. And in terms of talking about not developing the characters, I think that's a very interesting point. Because I don't know why I'm scrolling as if I have a very specific reference here. I had a similar feeling at first about Season 2 of Centaurworld. I kind of felt like there were, let's do top all-time posts on Centaurworld subreddit. Oh, that's kind of fun. That's wonderful. I want to see some more of that. I would probably buy that. Anyway, I had a similar thought when I was I would say the first half of Centaurworld Season 2. I did have the impression of, it kind of feels like a lot of the main cast has been pushed aside. They're there, they're making jokes, they're singing songs sometimes, they're part of the music for sure. But yeah, I don't know. So much of it was introducing all these other, not races, but other types of centaurs and characters that we're apparently supposed to care about, or that are important to the story. There's a lot going on in the first half of the season. Obviously, a lot of stuff happens towards the end of the season as well. But I definitely think we got plenty of time with the characters in terms of developing them, maybe more so just kind of filling them out. There's the wonderful episode where it's a bit of a cheap way to get into some character development stuff, but they go inside the brains of different characters in the main cast, and we get to see backstories for almost everyone, not Zulius. We kind of make a joke out of that. But I had a lot of fun with that. I thought it was great. They had some great musical numbers inside the brains. We got to see younger versions of many of the characters. I assume those were just kids that they cast to sing, to do the vocals for the younger versions of the characters. I thought they were great. Everyone sounded wonderful. And in general, I'll briefly touch on the music of Season 2, just because, well, for one thing, I happen to have it pulled up on Spotify here. Here we go. But here's the deal. And this is another thing. So remember how I was talking about how it's difficult to gauge like the strength or, the numbers of a fandom at any given time who are really active. I thought another interesting way to kind of look at that is to just look at the listens on some of the songs. And in terms of like quality of the music, I think both seasons are roughly equivalent. I think I might prefer overall the music from the second season of the show. But regardless, okay, so here are the listen numbers on Spotify. Obviously, people listen other places, maybe just on YouTube. Maybe they just rewatch the show to hear the songs. Whatever. But my gosh, check out these numbers. This is pretty substantial. And we're getting into the millions for like the big famous songs. But for the most part, hundreds of thousands per, right? Even for sort of incidental songs that aren't that complex or showy. And then we switch over here. Maybe you already saw, but here are the numbers for Season 2 songs. And I don't get it. Is this reflective of viewership for Season 2? I don't know. I'm still seeing videos pop up on YouTube of like, super cuts of character moments, or just people uploading really crazy or funny moments from Season 2. So what's the deal? Is this just a fluke, perhaps? Because like I said, this is some pretty darn good music, and I will be listening to some of it casually. I really like the stuff with, I don't know if this is a bit of a spoiler, but Nowhere King we learn more about, and he sings a lot, and we get a whole suite of songs is what they're calling it. Pretty good stuff. I thought it was pretty good. Very heavy Broadway, like it's just straight up Broadway music. I don't mean they stole it, but like that's the style. Contemporary Broadway, or like Broadway from, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago. I even got Sondheim vibes a little bit in specific moments. And then just your sappy songs. I'm a sap for a good sappy Broadway song. Even Durpleton's Lullaby, despite the sheer amount of pitch correction that they throw onto Josh Radnor's voice, it's great. It's a cute little song. It's a version of what is it? You're All Right, You're Okay, the thing from Season 1 that they pass between rider and horse. He picks it up and he adds to it, and he has this whole weird subplot where he has a son, which is the stabby, it's the lizard that came through the portal. So much, a wide range of music, a bunch of different stuff they're saying. And in terms of some of the most popular ones here so far, what do we got? Becky Apples, okay, that got a lot of promotion online. I'm not crazy about it. And then Last Lullaby Part 1 is very dramatic without getting into any spoiler stuff. It's a very dramatic song. And a contrast of feelings there between the style of music and the content of what's actually being said. But yeah, so I'm confused. I know how I feel about season 2 of the show, especially in relation to season 1, but I have no idea how other people, and specifically fans of the show in a general sense, are responding to it. And I'm sorry, I'm not on Twitter. I'm not gonna do that to myself. But maybe that's where a lot of it's happening. Maybe I'm missing a lot of the fan interaction stuff. I don't know where Megan Nicole Dong did her Q&A the other day. I've got no idea. But yeah, that's what I got. That's what I got. There's a lot to talk about with Centaurworld for sure, but that is strong coffee. Considering that I'm talking to myself in a room, I might not be able to keep up the conversation forever. So I might find myself drifting away from Centaurworld. I wish I could play some of the music on the stream. I think that would be a lot of fun. I can't, obviously. Especially over the last 2 months, I've really been locking horns with the copyright stuff on YouTube, both in terms of uploaded videos and live streams. So I would really like to share some of that music with you, but that's okay. I can't. You can find it on your own. Obviously, it's on Spotify. You can find it on YouTube. I think there are official uploads of, like, I think there's a video that just says all the songs, which is great. Good for Netflix. I think that's a good idea for fostering community. It's giving the community something they would want anyway. Some people listen to music probably exclusively through YouTube, so that makes a lot of sense. That's fine. Maria Bamford is in the show. I didn't even mention her in the video. I thought Maria Bamford was excellent. It took a little bit for me to recognize her voice because she does, she has several different kind of key voices that she'll switch between in her stand-up or in her shows or anything, really. And I thought she was excellent. She's oh boy, it's the silly name, but she's like queen of the horse tars who are just like it's Centaurs TM, right? That was a kind of funny joke, although it's another sort of real world reference thing, but that's fine. She was wonderful. I know she pops up. She has some like kind of cameos later in the season, essentially, but that first episode, where she's on screen so much, and they're just trying to have a conversation with her, and the performance is just spilling over the edges all over the place. Maybe some people consider it way too much. I thought it was hilarious. I'm a big Maria Bamford fan, and she found a way to do this character in the goofiest way possible, and I just loved it. I had a great time with that. That was a lot of fun. Yeah. Oh, that coffee. But anyway, it's been half an hour of talking to myself about Centaurworld. I have Zoo Tycoon here, and I'm probably going to play some Zoo Tycoon, but you know what? I'll play for a little while, and if anyone feels like stopping by and saying some stuff to me in the chat, go right ahead. That's cool. Can I get it's very important to get the edge scroll. No, it's not going to happen. It's tough to do edge scroll when you have like a windowed game as opposed to full screen. This is Zoo Tycoon from 2000 something. It's one of my favorites. I'm gonna need this. Okay. Pause. Yeah, let's get some things laid out here. I like the concrete pass. Hey Hugo, how's it going, Hugo? What's up? Yeah, I think I missed you on the last stream. I guess, well, it was a weird time, right? Was that was last Saturday, so it was a weird time slot. But thanks for your comment. I know you mentioned, I think you were the one who mentioned, yeah, that season 2 of Centaurworld had already been released. and that the Hilda movie's coming up. Yeah, I think the Hilda movie releases December 30th. I'm very excited about it. That one's going to be good. For some reason, I thought it was releasing like in the middle of the month, closer to the holidays, but I guess not. But yeah, I'm pretty psyched about that one. I think it's going to end up being pretty good. And I'm interested to see how it relates to like, how it relates to the, I don't know, just the episodes, the continuing story of the show itself. So we'll have to see. Just setting up a really basic amenities here. There we go. Trash cans are very important. Put those right here. I don't know if I'll unlock. Yeah, I should just start. Well, let's set up an exhibit as well. Wait, can I not even access? I need exhibit fences for the aminals. Oh, yeah, this is kind of nice. Hugo says, I saw you were going to do a live stream, but I couldn't make it, so I left a comment. Yeah, I figured. No, I appreciate that. That was very nice of you. And I appreciated the comment because, yeah, I hadn't heard that Centaurworld Season 2 had released at the time. And I don't think I had heard about the Hilda thing at that time either. Wow, do I just... Oh, I have these terrible... Okay, hold on. Research. We're going to max out our funding for different research here, and that way we'll get better fences soon enough. But in the meantime, we have to make bad exhibits. Sorry, animals that are going to go in the bad exhibits. Exhibit 1, sure, I don't know what animal's going to go there yet. Giraffes are a decent start. Now I need some staff. Here you go. Maintenance. Tour guide, why not? And now the giraffes tell us what they want in their exhibit. Too much grass, not enough savanna grass, and sand and dirt is what they want. Okay. Hugo says, have you still not seen the new season of Summer Camp Island? Yes, you mentioned that too. I'm not caught up at all on Summer Camp Island in general. So not only have I not seen the new season, but I haven't seen... I don't know what I left off on. I think I finished season 2 and left off there. So it's been a good long while. Probably more or less since I made that original video about Summer Camp Island. That was probably the last time that I actually watched it. And this is something that I talked about on some previous stream. I don't remember which one. But specifically, one of my things with Summer Camp Island is that it's so good that sometimes I have a hard time watching it. Which I know sounds very strange. But basically, it just sort of reminds me... that, like, oh boy, other people are doing some really good work. And you're just kind of... What are you doing? You're making videos or something? Uh-oh, do I have the draft shelters? Uh-oh. Oh, no. This is a problem. Okay, so they're not going to have a shelter for a while. That's okay. We're going to get them one. We'll get there. Okay. Oh, it makes it really hard to see. I'll try to leave a space for a shelter. Oh. One too many trees. Okay. Cool. Now they should be pretty happy. People are starting to come in. What else we got here? So what animals can we actually... what animals can we actually build decent exhibits for at this point? Probably not a lot. Still don't have good fences for them. Oh, someone said wow. Oh, hey, what's that? I don't know who's going to go here, so I haven't named it yet. Lions. Lions are fun, but to be frank, they reproduce really quickly, and then you need a lot more room. So let's try gazelles for now. I'm going to assume they like savanna grass. Let's make that larger. But how about you, Hugo? Have you seen, are you caught up with Summer Camp Island completely? Have you stayed on top of the show the whole time? Because I think, it's just HBO Max at this point, right? I do have HBO Max through someone else's login, but I'm not on there a whole lot. But yeah, have you checked it out? Is it any good? Is it pretty good? Oh, there's one little spot there. See it? Yeah. Okay. What else do you want? More animals of the same type. Well, we'll see. Too much savanna and not enough freshwater. Okay. Let's do some freshwater, which is this one. Probably not too much. Oh, there we go. And shelter. How about no, maybe just the regular. Give him a couple of those. Do I already have 2 zookeepers? I don't know, but I'll do that. Do they also like the acacia tree? They do. Look at that. Oh, too many. I guess they do like the plains. More animals of the same type. You guys can work on that. That's okay. We're gonna be fine. Do we have new buildings and stuff to put up? No, we don't. Wow, our research is really taking its time. Here's a little gift stand. There we go. Reptile house, thank you. Animal toys, nothing super useful. Let's do some beautification work here. I don't know, these fountains always seem so out of place, but how about just right here? That looks kind of nice. I don't have wow, I have nothing yet. We really got to grow out this zoo here. It's not too bad. Hold on, that song is a little bit loud. It's the 8-bit stuff, just really comes through. Yeah, it's okay. We're just getting a few exhibits going. I'll put a few sort of necessities around here. That kind of missed the mark, didn't it? Here, you can sit in this bench and look at the giraffes. That's what I put there. Lowland gorilla is now available. Cool. Wow, I can already feel myself just getting sucked into this. Maybe this will be a long stream after all, just because I'm playing Zoo Tycoon. Drink machine, snack machine. I don't like these, but until we have the full stands, we're kind of stuck with them. What's this? Reptile house. I guess here, let's it's large. No, I'm not gonna do one of those right now. Maybe here. Okay. Just put this here. We'll give the shelter a little bit of privacy here. Any new paths? Nothing. I got nothing. How about a boulder? Look at that. That's kind of nice. Maintenance worker training is now available. Cool. Hugo says, other than shows on Netflix, shows like Dogs in Space, Sideline, Centaurworld, have you seen other shows lately? Basically everything I've watched recently has been the stuff that I've made videos about. And yeah, for whatever reason, a lot of the stuff ended up being Netflix stuff. But what else has there been lately? I don't know if I've been watching any new shows. I've definitely returned to some stuff. I was watching a little bit more of South Park, some more recent South Park stuff. I haven't been super into that show for a long time, where I would watch like every single episode. But I do still appreciate South Park. I appreciate that they're still really trying to stay, to talk about the most relevant stuff possible. It probably means it won't age especially well, but that's okay too. So yeah, I watched a little bit of the newer South Park stuff going on. What else was happening lately? I'm trying to think of shows. I watched a little bit more of the new season of Craig of the Creek. I was able to catch some of those episodes. And I'm not caught up on that show either, but they just uploaded a new season, not the most recent season, to HBO Max. So I've also been able to watch some of that season. I've been enjoying it a whole lot. Beyond that, probably not. That's probably most of that, and just everything I've been making videos about. One of the most recent was Saturday Morning All-Star Hits, which also kind of interesting with that one. It's that video is getting a lot of I say a lot relative to the total, a lot of dislikes, and I was like, okay, interesting. I mean, I didn't have strong opinions on that one in the first place, so it felt kind of strange to me that people were so, I don't know, upset, and also no one commented, so I don't know what they're upset about specifically. But with that number of dislikes on the video, I had to wonder, like, oh, is there something wrong with the upload? Like, is there something terrible in the edit that I didn't see somehow? Or, like, does the video just cut off halfway through? But I haven't been able to find anything like that, so I have no idea what that's about. Maybe people are really passionate about the show, and they weren't happy that I was just kind of, lukewarm on it. I have no idea what that's about. White Bengal Tiger is now available already. I feel like it's a pretty late unlock. Look at these bushes. Look, it's nice. It's kind of nice. No consistent. Oh, here we go. Now we can build some stuff. Look, we got hot dog stand. Are you kidding me? Look, we're gonna get rid of these. Yeah, we don't need these at all. We want hot dog stand. We want drink stand. Yes, so much better. And look at this. Now we got all kinds of stuff here. We have observation areas. I'll plop a few of those down over here. But how about you, Hugo? I know you stay on top of it. You watch a ton of stuff, and you always know what's coming out next and everything. So has there been anything that you've been really excited about lately, or that you've checked out for the first time that really gave you a good impression? Please let me know. And in general, if there's other stuff that people would like to see, of course, they can always, request that in comments or on streams or whatever. If there are specific shows that they want me to check out, I'm usually pretty open to that. We should build another exhibit, huh? I also probably have the good fences now, right? No, I don't, but that's okay. That's okay. Let's do something right over here. What else? I know people are excited about, what do you call it? Smiling Friends. I think they released yet another, some kind of trailer or something for Smiling Friends recently. And yeah, I mean, I still, I won't say that I'm especially excited for Smiling Friends, but I do understand the hype to a certain degree. And I am interested to see how it ends up going. I want to see what kind of show it ends up being. It does seem incredibly Adult Swim, so predictable on a certain level. But in terms of execution, I don't know. It could be almost anything. It could end up being like a continuous storyline. It could end up being a little bit more cerebral. And abstract, well, I kind of count on the abstract part when it's an Adult Swim show like this one. How was that, Penguins? Do you like that? I think just rocks. Too much snow, not enough salt water, more rocks, and shelters. Okay. I mean, it makes sense that they want more snow. Okay, probably too much. Shelters are here. And how about this shelter? It's ugly, but it works. Oh, hold on. Is this grass? Oh, we don't want grass in the exhibit. Okay. And rocks. I want rocks. Thankfully, we can put rocks in the water, so it doesn't get in the way of doors and stuff. Oh, too many rocks. How do they feel now? Oh, they feel great. Awesome. Still don't have any better paths, really. That's too bad. And why not a hot dog stand and a drink stand next to the exhibits? Oh, I need more bathrooms too, huh? Sorry, there was another comment. Hugo says, I saw the first and second episodes of Q-Force because Wanda Sykes was in it, but it's not a good show. Could not finish the second episode. Wow. Oh, yeah, I remember. Oh, yeah. So that's the show that's like, is Q stands for queer, right? And it's supposed to be like the main character is very gay, or at least LGBTQA plus, right? Or something. But it's like an action spy kind of thing. I got like Archer vibes from it, but like knockoff Archer. And I do love Wanda Sykes, so I get the appeal there, like, oh, it might be worth checking out. But yeah, ooh, boy. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I got that impression from the show. Was that Netflix too? I think that was Netflix as well. But yeah, I was not getting good vibes. I did not have the, it didn't catch my interest all that much. But I will say that what you're saying about the show seems to confirm my hunch a little bit, I think. Guests seem to be very happy with my zoo. Well, of course they are. Of course. Look. Well, I can't see the stats from this angle, but our zoo rating is up to 83. Look at this. We're going to increase the price by 50 cents. Look at that chart. We went from 78 to 83. Zoo donations are down for... Oh, this is because this is our initial cheating startup money. Zoo attendance is on the rise, too. No award. Oh, we have one award. Okay. But look at this. We're starting to get some people. Although my routing for the guests is not very good. I need to make some kind of loop here. So let's see what we can do. I could probably put another exhibit here, right? Or maybe I should just put in some of these giant things, like an aviary. Look at that. Look how much space that takes up. It's crazy. Hugo says, The Ghost and Molly McGee is a new show on Disney. It has a lot of voice acting that I like. Like most of the cast, it's a good show, but kind of boring. But like the target audience might like it. Okay. Ghost and Molly McGee. No, I don't think I've heard of that one yet. So thank you for mentioning it. Yeah, Disney stuff I don't tend to follow quite as closely. I don't know if they now release like Disney Channel shows directly to Disney Plus as well. I don't know if there's an exchange there. I don't know if they're doing the HBO Cartoon Network thing where they just migrate some of the shows to the streaming service or what. Either way, I don't tend to be too on top of Disney stuff, specifically Disney television stuff. Not out of any particular, taste or anything. It's just not what I tend to look at first. That's interesting. I not heard of that. Of course, I hadn't heard of the Owl House either, remember? And then I ended up watching it finally. And did I make a video? I definitely talked about it on a stream. I don't think I ended up making a video about the Owl House. I don't quite remember. But yeah, The Ghost of Molly McGee. Nope, haven't heard of it yet. Could check it out. I do have Disney Plus, so we'll have to see there. But yeah, there's so much. Oh, there's so much right now. Oh, that was another. I don't know if you saw this come up, Hugo, but a trailer popped up on YouTube. It's called The House, and it's a stop-motion horror anthology. It's kind of an anthology. So they have 3 directors or 3 sets of directors and then 3 different stories. I assume that all of these stories take place within the same fictional house. But yeah, different types of character designs, different look to the 3 different shorts. But I think it looks really cool. I'm actually pretty excited to watch it now. I don't think it comes out until like January 14th or 15th, something like that. But yeah, The House, it's definitely worth a look. Purple says, just stopping by to say hello. Hello, Purple, and goodbye, Purple, maybe. I don't know, soon after you have to leave. But you know what? Let's pause this. Let's watch the trailer for The House. They might get in trouble. But that's okay. Let's take a look. Here we are. I don't think there's any like licensed music or anything here.
It's the biggest day of my life today. If you could be thinking of me, maybe say a little prayer. I'd really appreciate it. Hello? Here we are. Magnificent.
Every day I can see the real potential of this house.
Yeah, the cat characters are kind of neat, and the mice or the rats. I also don't recognize any of these director names, which is a little bit shameful. Lots of bugs. I think I hear Stephen Merchant, right?
Can we ask you some specific questions?
That voice acting is fun. That character comes back.
I've invested my whole life in this house.
What happened? Don't be afraid.
And I guess most of the voice actors seem to be British.
Oh dear. This isn't the plan!
I hate this house.
Oh yeah. They're going absolutely nowhere.
Sounds like original music. I have to assume it is. Lots of bugs.
Yeah. I don't want this anymore.
Yeah.
You can't stay here.
Christ, that was quick.
Time to get you home.
Wound clinic. So yeah, there you go. That's The House. Yeah, there we go. January 14th. I was right. Yeah, looks all right. You know, it looks kind of neat. It's, I don't know. It's hard to compare it directly to specific things I've seen. I certainly think that things like Anomalisa and The Shivering Truth have really, and Moral Oral long before those, but like the path has kind of been laid for weird adult surreal horror that's also stop motion. That's a lot of descriptors, but I think they all apply to all those properties and to The House as well. But yeah, it looks neat. I think it looks neat. Like I said, I haven't heard of those directors before, which is always exciting because it means that I get to, either it's new talent or I get to discover people who have already done a decent amount of work, and I get to check that out. So I'm pretty excited for that one. I just saw that trailer, I think, earlier today. And it looks cool. I'm into it. So we'll have to see how it goes. Sorry, Hugo has a comment here. Q-Force. It was trying to get the LGBT stuff, but it's not a good show. The LGBT stuff was okay, but it was not... That wasn't the problem, I assume. It's like the new Ghostbusters, the new 2016 movie. It was bad but not because it was all female cast. Gotcha. Yeah, no, I mean, I didn't assume that the LGBT component of the show would be its downfall. It just did seem, I don't know, it seemed a little bit like baiting to me. There were aspects of that trailer that made me feel like, okay, but like what... Okay. Is it a good story? Is it like fun things happening in the show? But like I said, I haven't actually seen it, so I'll just go off your impressions for now, for sure. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'll end up watching that one. I even forgot that it existed, kind of. It's been a while since I saw the trailer for that one. I guess the crocodiles also end up being way too many. But they mostly want salt water, which is predictable. What else do they like? Just like dirt or something? Too much grass, not enough dirt. Dirt and salt water, okay. Tour guide training is available. Hot dog. Okay. Oh, we have a new gazelle. I haven't been naming the animals either. Oh, there's so much to do. Wow, it's like riding a bike. I'm just like right back into the Zoo Tycoon thing. I think they want rocks. Probably. Not to stereotype, but the crocodiles, they want rocks in their exhibit. That's just their thing. Foliage, I know from heart which foliage they want, so I will just grab it. Anyway, yeah, so much. In fact, I should be writing a couple things down, because Ghost and Molly McGee I hadn't heard of, so I'll write that down. Oh, knocking stuff over. Ghost and Molly McGee. Sounds like a chapter book, doesn't it? Bingo Brown. Jigsaw Jones. Sorry, crocodiles. Oh, too many. And now they should be okay, right? Cool. We probably need more zookeepers as well. And you can also assign them schedules. But I don't tend to do that. Just plop down as many as you need. I used a cheat for as much money as we want, so we got a lot of money. We're fine. We're doing okay. Still have the terrible pathways, but here you go, folks. You can look at them here and sit in benches. Look, we got a lot of people now. Here's your garbage cans. Here are your observation areas. There we go. Here's an exhibit sign, so you know that these are crocodiles. Like to put those in the corners. There we go. I don't think it never turns to night in the game, so it's kind of weird that they include like light sources and stuff, but it's just a decoration thing, I suppose. How are the guests doing also? Some people are thirsty, bathroom, hungry. Not that bad though. Hugo says, have you seen Young Justice Season 4 on HBO Max? No, I haven't. And now I have to try to remember which one that is, because I have heard of it before. I assume it's like Teen Titans Go, but for Justice League characters, even though the Teen Titans are also a DC property. And I think, is that show still going on Cartoon Network? I have no idea. I can't keep track of that anymore. Wow, for some reason people are way over here more. Maybe because of the aviary? I don't know. But let's make a little area for the necessities, of course. Always hot dog stand. Here's a bathroom if you want it. And right next to the bathroom, we'll put some picnic tables. Look at that. Beautiful design. We don't have too many decorations, though, right now. How about a fountain that doesn't fit the vibe at all? Why not that? I don't know. That's not the worst thing. Look at this. That's kind of ugly, actually. A juniper tree or two lining the pathway. Won't be able to see anything, but it's here. Here, let me give me some info from Hugo. Voice acting from the Ghost and Molly McGee. I had to figure out that acronym. Ashley Birch, she was in OKKO, and Jordan Clipper, Michaela Dietz, and Dana Snyder. Okay, yeah, I like some of those people for sure. The other people I just haven't heard of. But yeah, that's a solid cast. I mean, Disney in general, I think they do a pretty good job of, you know, hiring voice actors who are very capable, even if it's people who haven't done voice acting work before. And certainly from the perspective of, you know, performers, it's very desirable to get hired by Disney for just about anything. But especially if you're signed on for like a long-term show, that's a pretty big deal. That's a pretty big deal for sure. So it's cool. And I tend to be glad that people got picked up by Disney and that they just get like continuous work, basically. Here, I'll do a little trick. One of my old tricks. And now, well, first of all, do I have the better fences yet? Wow, I still don't. What more do you want from me? I'm doing so good. Anyway, here's what we do. They're not going to be happy about this, the animals, but we're going to do it anyway. Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay. And now we should have... Here they are, unicorns. They like the Japanese maple tree, deciduous forest floor, even though that's not what it looks like. They maybe need a little bit of fresh water, I think. The male unicorn looks kind of neat. He's sort of Halloween-icorn. Is this still okay? What else do they want? Hello, unicorn. Too much grass, not enough fresh water. Fresh water and deciduous, I guess, is it. Put the water here in the corner so it's not getting in the way. Is that enough water? Yep, that's enough water. Whoops. Wait, so... Oh, are they cool with the grass then? Foliage, shelters... I think we have stables, right? Those are here. Why do I always forget that? Small stable. Stable. Oh, they don't like the stable. How about just the bland, ugly one? Okay, cool. And then... Oh, I don't know if I've unlocked the trees they really like. Uh-oh. This could be an issue. They like the willow tree, though. We won't be able to see them ever, but that is okay, as long as the unicorns are happy. You know what I mean? Yay, I unlocked more stuff. More foliage, okay. How about now? still not the fences that I like, but we do have these nice decorative fences. Snow leopards we just got. Cool. Ugly pathways. Exhibit sign goes here. Observation area. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Getting all kinds of awards. I just need to work. There we go. That's very nice. I think that's pretty good. Okay. What else was I doing? I have no idea. Oh, I have ice cream stand now. Here. Have an ice cream stand right here. Look at this. This spot's hopping. I like the red brick pathways. I haven't unlocked those yet. Anyway, sorry. Hugo says, yeah, Teen Titans Go is for younger audiences. Yes, Go is still on the network, and it's also getting a spin-off with where the night begins to shine world. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's definitely for younger audience. I really liked the original Teen Titans show. I don't know whether people still talk about that one a lot. Wow, the unicorns gave birth already. Maybe that's worthy of a a long video, but I love the original Teen Titans series. I thought it was wonderful. Grew up with it. That was great. Teen Titans Go is also fine. It's definitely skewed towards the younger audience. But the quality's still there. It's not as superhero-y as the original program. But it's pretty neat. It's pretty okay. I'm okay with it. My friend showed me a special they did with some musician guys, and the whole thing revolves around this like song, this 80s sounding song. It's funny. They had a lot of the same voice actors, I think, as the original show. It's pretty neat. Yeah. There we go. And what else? Young Justice has some of the same characters. Some are even voiced by the same voice actors, but it's way darker. Okay, so it's actually, despite the name... Oh, wait, is Young Justice the... No, that's not... Titans is the live-action Teen Titans thing, right? So Young Justice is another thing, but it's not as young as Teen Titans Go. Okay, it seems strange to me that they would put young in the title then. But no, I've not seen that one. But I do like, plenty of the voice cast for Teen Titans and Teen Titans Go. So that's neat if they got some of them back there too. And Hugo also said that this is it's a different tone from the superhero girls, both the web show and normal show, which once aging has a lot of the same voice actors. Once again, has a lot of the same voice actors. Yeah, so Justice, superhero girls, there was that. Is that the one that they made a game out of? Because there was also that kind of ugly-looking game that I think was based on the superhero girls, right? Where it's like young Wonder Woman and I forget which other ones. Look at this. Look at our little zoo here. This is, for some reason, this is the spot where everybody goes. Having trouble getting to Xanadu. Why? It's right here. You don't have to worry, my friend. Where else can I send these people? Oh boy. Now it's starting to get to be a thing. Gift shop. Do you guys want a gift shop? Here you go. It'll go right next to the exhibit. And then where do we go from here? Oh boy. Questioning a lot of this now. Oh yeah, I was gonna do stuff with decorative fences and I never got around to it. I really like these little red brick decorative fences. I think they look kind of nice. Or the sort of white, not picket fences, but I think these look kind of nice. Yeah. Look at that. I don't want to block in the gift shop, man. can do a path there. I don't know why I haven't done a path there. Because this side of the park is really moving and grooving. They love these little plazas here, you know. People don't really come to see the animals, ironically enough. Zookeeper Training 2 is now available. Do I have to, like, actively assign people that training, or does it just kind of happen? Who am I going to put here? Okapi is now available. Okapis are neat. I like Okapis just fine. That guy's like, what do I do over here? There's nothing here to see. Chimpanzees are tough, but we're gonna try it. They also like to have a lot of them around, so it's tricky there too. Okay. They stopped being happy about that, so what do you like? Foliage, not enough dirt. Okay. Here's your dirt. Very oh, too much of that. Oh. Sorry, I was trying to do more rainforest floor. And they don't like that either. Okay, did I hit the perfect balance then? Not enough grass now. Oh, they like regular grass, I suppose. Nope. Okay, I think that's perfect. Not enough shelters. I don't think I've unlocked the chimpanzee toy yet. How about just the boring shelter? Are you cool with that? Yep. Foliage. Oh, we have chimpanzee bars. 2 sets. And then the foliage, let's see if I remember. I think they're like rainforest bush. There we go. I'll leave room for more shelters and stuff later on. Well, that'll come with time. Anyway, what's going on in the chat? Hugo says that I was referring to BER, which is the song The Night Begins to Shine. Oh, that's getting its own spinoff. Yeah, that was a huge special all on its own, and I was very interested in that. It was funny. It was cool. But yeah, for that to get its own whole spinoff, that's kind of crazy. Okay, what else? Yes, the Superhero Girl game is based on the show, which is based off of a web show, which itself was based off of a short that Lauren Faust made, Super Best Friends Forever, back in 2012. Is Lauren Faust, was she involved in MLP Friendship is Magic originally, or is that someone else I'm thinking of? Probably someone else. Anyway, that's impressive that you have the whole history of that one down, because that's tough to keep track of. Chimpanzee 2 is ill. You just got here, man. Like, you're brand new. What do you want? Bamboo is now available. I'm happy about that. And now I'm going to make a little plaza here. Look at this. Here you go, folks. I got this. Look at that. Oh, excuse me, sir. I'm trying to make a lovely relaxation area for you. You know, chimpanzee, if you just die, what, a minute after showing up, I'm not super impressed by that, to be honest. I am a little disappointed in that performance. Here's an elephant topiary, why not? Some flower beds, and then beyond the flower beds, we're going to put some more naturalistic stuff, such as pine bush. We love pine bush. Look at this, layers. Look at this. This is like landscape engineering, our landscape architect stuff. I need something taller. No, the aspen tree doesn't really fit. That's kind of nice. It's a weird contrast between the height of that one and that one, but that's okay. You guys probably need more bathrooms over here too, right? How about right there? Okay, what else? Hugo says I almost bought the game to play with my niece because it looks like a multiplayer, but it's not. So it's good that you bought 2 copies of the game. Wow, that's weird. Yeah, it looks like a multiplayer thing to me too. Especially if it had like online multiplayer. That would be kind of neat. I don't know. I feel like kids, well, obviously they have their Minecraft and stuff. But yeah, sort of like clean multiplayer games that kids could play with each other. I think it's a decent market to tap into. I guess Fortnite kind of fills that space too. But yeah, that game, I don't know. I was a little skeptical about it, and was like, okay, I kind of forgot about it after I first saw the trailer. But yeah, that's that. And then Hugh also says Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans Movie 2019, which is okay. It had the 2003 Titans fight the new Titans, and the voice actors are all the same. Oh, okay, so it's like kind of a, I guess that would be considered like a crossover thing, right? But that's a neat idea. They definitely haven't forgotten about the original, like, Teen Titans series. So it's not like it feels, disrespectful to drag them back out or something. But that's nice. That's nice. In general, I'm glad that Teen Titans, just as a property, still exists. I've never been like a big superhero person. I'm not really into the Marvel stuff or anything like that. But regardless, we get some good stuff out of it sometimes, and especially the superhero stuff that I grew up with, Batman the Animated Series, Teen Titans, things like that. I still really enjoy. So, that's that. What else? I should probably go hands off. I'll probably wrap up the stream relatively soon. But it is kind of staggering how quickly I just snapped back into Zoo Tycoon mode. I should really play this more often. I forgot that I had it on my computer. But yeah, that's that. It's been an interesting week. Definitely a lot of work going on in terms of the channel. There are other videos I've been working on that are not specifically related to new animated stuff. I have no idea how those will perform. Generally, that kind of thing doesn't perform well at all compared to just straight up reviews of things. But then again, some of these reviews of new shows and things that come out in a very timely manner don't end up, even if they get decent views, they don't end up really converting to subscribers, which is of course the ultimate goal of the YouTube stuff. Views is one thing, but subscribers it's a long-term growth thing, right? It's long-term people hopefully coming back to the channel, checking out what you're making now. So it's kind of a weird time where I'm trying to do both. I want people to get their fix of me talking about new animated shows and movies, and I'm also just very interested in that myself. But then again, I don't know, I want to do other things. I want to be more creative with videos and be able to talk about different subjects, but obviously that's bad for branding. So it is a real back and forth, honestly, and it's something that I've been kind of struggling with in terms of figuring out how to make that work and for people to be really happy with that. But anyway, yeah, thanks again for some of these suggestions. I feel like there are other things that I'm forgetting to write down. I did write down Ghost of Molly McGee. Young Justice is here as well. Have that marked down. Very excited about the Hilda movie. That's another Netflix thing. Smiling Friends I'll check out when that releases. As I mentioned earlier, The House looks like a lot of fun. Very much looking forward to that one. Yeah, what else is there? There's always more, and there's always too much. But I'm still tempted to try to watch all of it. So we'll see. We'll see what we get to. Hugo says Lauren Faust is best known for the first 2 seasons of MLP. Yeah, she got kind of like kicked off the show. I think it was sort of a bad situation of how they cut her out of some of the MLP stuff. Anyway, she's married to Craig McCracken. Oh, there you go. During an interview about 8 months ago, she said she's working on a new show for Netflix. Oh, rad. Okay. So she gave us the hint and everything. Oh, look at this. They love, maybe just the more decorative objects you put down, the more people are attracted to that area. Anyway, I guess I should save, right? Didn't even name the zoo in the game. Cool. But yeah, I think that's about it. What, hour 20 minutes? It's been a while. That's fine. But yeah, honestly, I'll probably hop off the stream and then just immediately start watching another one of these things and try to put together yet another video, I guess. It's just been like back to back this week, and that streak is definitely not going to keep up for too long, but I don't know. In the meantime, it's kind of fun. It's kind of an interesting challenge, just see how much I can get done. And coffee has been a big part of the equation for sure. Guests seem to be very happy with my zoo. They better be. Look at attendance. That's what my subscriber count looks like, by the way. It's just as impressive and consistent a rise. Profit, meanwhile, nah. Donations, nah. Rating, pretty good. But yeah, gosh, I think that's about it. So, you know, as always, thanks to the folks who showed up for the stream live. Hugo especially, Hugo in purple, thanks for coming by. I really, really appreciate that, as always. Thanks to the people watching the archive version of the stream later on. If anybody has questions or suggestions for stuff, just let me know through comments or whatever. I'll probably see it eventually. And yeah, that's probably about it. But yeah, I honestly hope people are doing really well. I know we're heading into holiday season. It can be very busy, kind of crazy and stressful for a lot of folks. So hopefully everybody's making it through it just okay. Just okay. Oh my gosh. Hope everybody's making it through these times okay as best they can. And yeah, maybe I'll go back to listening to the Centaurworld soundtrack. But yeah, that's it for now. Thanks for joining me, and have a good one.